English Practice Podcasts from EnglishSpanishLink.com. Hello, and this is Dr. Mike, and today I'm going to talk to you about the first three conditionals. Now, a conditional sentence says something that depends on another thing. It depends. Many conditional sentences have the word if in them. If it rains. If it doesn't rain. If I have time. If the shops are open. If I wake up early. If I were rich. If I weren't rich. If I were you. If you were me. If the world could live in peace and harmony. If pigs could fly. Now, when we talk about grammar, we say there are 4 different conditional sentences. The zero conditional, the first conditional, the second conditional, and the third conditional. The first 3 conditionals, the zero conditional, the first and second conditionals, talk about things in the present or in the future. And the third conditional talks about things in the past. But today we are going to talk about the first 3 conditionals. A conditional sentence usually has 2 parts. In each part there is a verb. One part is the if part. The zero conditional is used to talk about what we call facts. That's spelt F-A-C-T-S, facts, or things that are always true. We know that if you go out in the rain with no umbrella, you get wet. It's a fact. It always happens. Rain makes you wet. So, in the if part, we have a present verb and another present verb in the second part of the sentence. For example, if you go out in the rain with no umbrella, you get wet. If you go out, get wet. Go out, get wet. If you pick up a hot plate, it burns your hand.
Ow!
If you pick up, burns. Pick up, burns. We often use the zero conditional to talk about scientific things, because in science there are a lot of facts. Now, Frankenstein was a scientist. He created a living man from the parts of dead men. Here, Frankenstein is explaining science to his assistant Igor. Listen to the two present verbs in the conditional sentences.
Look at my beautiful creation, Igor. Isn't he wonderful?
Yes, Master. You are very clever, Master.
Yes, Igor, I am. But I am very clever because I have science, Igor. Science. Do you understand, Igor? Look, if you mix this yellow liquid with this blue liquid, it makes this lovely green liquid. Do you see, Igor?
Yes, Master.
And now, if you mix this green liquid with this red liquid, it makes this brown liquid. Do you see, Igor?
Yes, Master.
Now, let's put this brown liquid into the body of my creation. There. So, then if you put lots of electricity into this dead body, the eyes open, the body sits up, and you have a living man, Igor. That's science, Igor. That's science.
The first conditional is used to talk about things we think will probably happen in the future. The verb in the if part of the sentence is in present, and in the second part the verb usually has a modal auxiliary, can or may, for example. The modal auxiliary will, to talk about future, is common in the first conditional sentences. If I go out on Saturday evening, I'll visit that new coffee shop. It's probable that I'll go out this Saturday evening because I usually go out on Saturday evenings. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, I'll go for a walk in the countryside. I don't think it's going to rain tomorrow, so it is very probable I'll go for a walk. We're going to listen to two girls talking about a skiing holiday they want to go on. Listen to the verbs in the conditional sentences.
So, what do you think, Lola? Do we have enough money to go on a skiing holiday?
I think so. My boss has promised me a promotion at work. If I get the promotion, I'll make a lot more money. We'll have enough for our skiing holiday.
Fantastic! If we have more money, we can have a longer holiday.
Yes, and I'll buy a new skiing jacket.
And I'll get some expensive sunglasses. I'm feeling really excited. I need a holiday. If I go on a holiday for a couple of weeks, I'll feel a lot better.
Me too.
Now, the second conditional is similar to the first conditional, but we use it because we think things probably will not happen. Things are not probable. In fact, we often use second conditional to talk about hypothetical situations, like winning the lottery, or when we want to be somebody we are not. In the second conditional, the if sentence is in the past simple tense, but it is not really a past tense. It is a hypothetical verb. We call this hypothetical verb a subjunctive. In Spanish, there is a subjunctive aspect of the verb. Si yo fuese, si yo tuviera, si yo supiera. But in English, we don't have a different subjunctive aspect. So we use the past tense. If I was, if I had, if I knew. The second part of the second conditional sentence uses a conditional modal verb, like would or could, and then the infinitive. If I won the lottery, I would I'd buy a house in the country. But it's so difficult to win the lottery. If it didn't rain this weekend, we could go for a walk in the countryside. But I think it will rain. There is one time when the hypothetical verb in English is different from the past simple tense. In the second conditional, we can also say, if I were, if she were. In fact, we can also say, if I was, or if she was. It doesn't matter. But I think were sounds nicer. If I were you, I would look for a new job. If John were richer, he could stop working. Now we are going to listen to Paula and Lola again, but this time the situation is different. This time Lola doesn't think she'll get that promotion at work.
So, what do you think, Lola? Do we have enough money to go on a skiing holiday?
I'm not sure. My boss said he might give me a promotion at work, but he has said that before and nothing happened. Well, we can dream, I suppose. If I got that promotion, I would make a lot more money. We would have enough for our skiing holiday.
Oh, yes. If we had more money, we could have a longer holiday.
Yes, and I would buy a new skiing jacket.
And I would get some expensive sunglasses. How wonderful that would be. I need a holiday. If I went on holiday for a couple of weeks, I would feel a lot better.
Me too.
Test time. Listen to the if parts of these conditional sentences and complete the second part. The sentences are in first or second conditional. For example, if I stay at home this weekend, I paint house. I will paint the house. Now you try. If you practice your English improve. Your English will improve. If I saw Mary, I ask her to come to lunch. I would ask her to come to lunch. If you come home late this evening, I make the dinner. I will make the dinner. If you take the bus to work, you arrive early. You will arrive early. If I spoke better English, I travel more. I would travel more. If you read this book, you learn about English verbs. You would learn about English verbs. If you'd like to see the transcript of this podcast and other activities and exercises for learning English, you can visit my website at EnglishSpanishLink.com. Music was from bensound.com. That's all from Dr. Mike. Until next time.